morning, everyone. Welcome back. I haven't been on here for a long time. Actually, I'm going to start videoing a lot now. Today is March 2nd, and I'm going to take you out to the lettuce house. I have a couple questions from certain people that have been commenting on some videos that we have. Today's Friday, so that means harvest day for the market. It's a good day to show. What I'm going to show is packaging, what we use. I know I've harvested and packaged, but I've never explained exactly what size we use or anything like that. So I'm going to do that. Spring is in the air, thank goodness. Oh, and we've got tomatoes started, peppers started in the lettuce house under the lights, and then we are going to start number 1 and 2 up on the 17th or 19th of this month, and then we're really going to get rolling. So anyhow, I'm going to bring you out there, and once this video is done, it's just going to be a very short one. Tomorrow I'm going to bring you along to the North Bay Farmers Market. I'm not going to work the market, but I'm going to take a run up to North Bay with my camera and show you exactly how our winter markets runs. All the vendors we have, the facility we have, and the huge line that waits outside the door that runs into our table. It's like a bunch of termites that just eat all the lettuce up. It's actually quite comical. And then we are going to be putting our other 3 greenhouses up very soon. And I've had questions on how we put our plastic on. So we're going to show you. I do have footage of that from before I even started YouTube, but it doesn't give you up close of how we do it. We use golf balls. I'll explain all that, and string. I'll explain all that once we do that. So that'll be another video. And so we're going to have a lot of videos coming because 'tis the season. So stay tuned, and we'll head out to the lettuce house right now. All right, so right now I am bagging the Swiss chard. This is half a pound Swiss, which we take to market. We never do a full pound unless somebody orders. Like I said in the other video, you want to make sure your stems are all going the same way. It's just better presentation. With these, we use a 10-pound bag. These 10-pound bags are 7 by 3 by 20. The alpha poly bags. We find these to be very good. So if we were to do a full pound of Swiss, we would use the 12-pound bags. So we use 5-pound, 5-pound, 10-pound, and 12-pound bags here in the lettuce house. So that's what we do with our Swiss, and I will show you as we go. All right, so I have my first tote of Swiss chard done. A lot of people were asking how we store this until market time. Now we harvest today for Saturday market because we leave so early in the morning. So this is a 14-gallon tote, and what I do is I put store three across, going this way, and underneath, and then I do the next row 3 with the leaves coming this way. With these, you can push them down tight. We don't close or tie the ends on these. If you were to put Swiss chard in the cooler, not in a tote with a lid on it, the leaves tend to wilt. So with this, I'll put a lid on. Right now I've got 18 half-pound bags in that. I'll put the lid on, and then I'll put it over into our cooler. And there's certain things that you don't put in the cooler, like we don't put cilantro and we don't put basil in the cooler because the leaves tend to wilt a little bit, but you keep them in the shade. So I'm just going to keep going, and I'll show you when I get onto kale or arugula, whatever I'm going to do next. There, I have my lid on, and another thing we do is we always mark tag our totes, so when we get to market we have all these totes and we don't know what's in them. We have it marked with the amount of the number of bags we have put in, and place it in the cooler, and we just keep stacking up on both sides of this cooler. The reason why we have, I better shut this, The reason why we have this cloth covering the doors is because once the sun starts to get warmer, the cooler, the sun shines on it, and then the condensation in the cooler gets very, very bad. So that's why we have these on the front. Alright, now we are on to arugula, and with the arugula, I use, my camera's all messed up here, I use 5-pound bags, which are 5x3 by 14. They're just nice little small bags because we only sell this in 4 ounce. So we sell 4 ounces for $4. Oh, and so we sell any herb like that, we sell for $1 an ounce. That is what a 4-ounce bag of arugula looks like. So there's the bag of arugula. I'll put a bag of Swiss right next to it. I just had a couple extras, so I'm going to throw them into the same. So the Swiss you don't tie. The arugula we do tie. If you have a tie machine, that's great. We don't, and I'm fine with that. And that's how we do it. I'm going to put them into totes. The arugula also goes into the cooler. So I'm going to lay all these in here and stack them up and keep moving on. I'm not sure how many bags we're going to get of this. Alright, now we're on to the lettuce mix, and I'm just going to show you. For the market we do 1/2-pound bags. Again, we do them in the 10-pound bags. And then for here, we have a lot of people that order a full pound, and we do them in the 12 pounds. So I'm just going to move this scale and stuff and show you the difference. Oops. So there's the 1 pound, and there's the 1/2 pound. And they display nicely in there. And again, we use twist ties to seal them. There's a lot of mixed greens in there. We have at least 5 different types of lettuce in each mix. So that's that. And I'm going to continue bagging. And sometimes we'll bring like 100 bags of this, and we sell out, not the full pound bags, but the 1/2-pound bags, and we sell out sometimes in 20 minutes. So like I said, you're going to follow us to the market tomorrow, and I will show you how that all works. Okay, and here's the kale. Wayne harvested and bagged this. And we also do these in 1/2-pound bags, or 1/2-pound bags, in 10-pound bags. Normally we do tie them, like I said earlier in the video, but he decided he was going to leave them open. And we put these in totes as well to put in the cooler. And there, that's how the kale's done as well. And now for the beet tops, and this is how it's done, just very similar to the arugula. And put into a tote, and then we will bag that up in 4-ounce bags as well.
Okay, can I do it?
And there you go. I'm on to the beet tops now. So there's the 4-ounce bag of beet tops. We never mix, unless a customer asks, we never mix the beet tops or the arugula in with our mix. Only because not everybody likes it, and this gives them the option, and it gives you another item on your table as well. So there we go. And here's the cilantro. I've shown you this before too, but I'm just going to do it again because, so here again we use the 5-pound bags, nice and small, and we just put the whole root and all inside, and they just stay nice and fresh, and because there's a little bit of water in the bottom of the bag that just comes off the root. We don't add water to it, but cilantro sells very well at the store. And then we have our heads of, so we have a lot of this, but I'll just bring it over to this one tote. So we have our muir lettuce, and again we just keep the root on. We put a little bit of water in the bottom of the tote. We put a lid on it to bring it to market. 2, 4, so there's 6 in each tote. And then we have the oak leaf, and it's the same with root on. We bring that to market as well and sell them for $3 a head. And there we go. We have our totes in the coolers. More separate orders. We have our Swiss chard. If we run out of room in our cooler, we can put the Swiss, as long as it's not super hot out, we can just set it out here as long as the lids are on. and our cilantro stays out as well. So after all that harvesting, which there is a lot that we did harvest, wow, that wind is heavy, we still have tons and tons of greens left. So that's our day. I'm going to see if I had a question on the construction of these troughs from one of another viewer. So I'm just going to wait and see if Wayne comes back out. And if he does, I will get that answered for you on today's video. So I'm going to go into the house and see what he's up to right now. Something else I wanted to show you are our tomato plants. They're doing very well. And they'll be transplanted next week sometime. I'm not going to pull them out because they're quite happy where they are. So that's next week's job. Okay, so I am back in. Wayne is doing orders now, so I'm not going to do, he's not going to talk on the construction right now. There are videos that we've done previously that show a lot of the construction, but I'll get him to do a detailed one after. So right now, I'm just going to show you what I do when I'm not harvesting. Is I'm getting ready for our haunt. And I'm working on my props. So I'm painting and making costumes and building people and heads. So this is what I do that you didn't know I do. I like these guys. And everything is looking pretty good. I've got a lot of painting yet to do, and I've got my costumes. I've made 30, I don't know how many I'm at, 33 now, I guess. This, of course, is going to be our main prop, or our main actor is going to be in this one, and I'm still working on that. It's not going to look as pretty when it's done. And, yeah, so this is what I do. I just have fun cutting up material and making clown costumes. So we have our actors come in and they try on whichever costume they want. And we have 30-some actors at the haunt each year. So they'll have their own costume, and I make their mask to suit their costume. So it's going to be a great haunt this year. CARN-EVIL is what we are. It's going to be a carnival theme, but CARN-EVIL, so it's not going to be a fun carnival. And this one I'm making is for the McDonald's suit. Now, some of you might not be interested in this, some of you might, but I'm going to end my video off with it. All I could do was get, red fabric, and I looked all over for a red and white stripe, which I couldn't find, so I take my masking tape, and I tape it up, and I've just been painting the white, and I think it looks pretty good. So I've let that dry, and then I'm going to do the opposite side. And that's going to go, and then I have to do socks like Ronald McDonald has too. And then this is going to be a head that I'm using for him. You'll see the finished product after, but I have to dye the hair orange. So anyhow, that is what I've been up to, and it's a lot of fun. We'll show you as we go. All these costumes here, I still have to put elastic in, and I don't use patterns at all. I just sew what comes to mind, and so I'm going to put my elastic in all the collar frilly things, and I'll keep you updated on how things are going. So I'm really excited for this one. It's turning out pretty good, actually. And once it's all dirtied up, all these costumes have to be dirtied up. They're not going to be this nice, bright, happy costume. So anyhow, that's it for today. And we will keep you updated. Actually, tomorrow I'm going, like I said, I'm going to the farmer's market just to video. I'm not going to stay. So you will see exactly how our table is set up. with everything we harvested today. And yeah, that's it. So have a great night, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.